ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಇದು ಹೊಸ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನಲ್ಲೂ ನಾನು ಇದ್ದೀನ. ನೀವು ಅದೇ ಕ್ಲಿಪ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ತೆಗೆದಿಲ್ಲ. ಕೋಡ್ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲೇ. ಅದು ಇದು ಓಪನ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ? ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅದು Hey guys, very good evening. Thanks for joining the session. In case if I'm audible, just put a yes in the chat box so that I know there is no technical issues and we can go ahead. Thank you so much. I see Anjali, Saraswati, Reena, Ravi, Vivek, Swati, Navin, Kalyani, Sai Kalyan, everyone saying yes, 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 yes. Great, great, great. So we'll wait for few more minutes and then we'll start the session as many people are still joining the session. Hello guys, welcome back to another session on TapTalks. So I hope all of you are doing good, and I hope all of you who are attending over here had attended the previous session of TapTalks in the previous week as well. So I just wanted to understand, in case all of you who are attending over here, have you enrolled to our campus to corporate course or not? In case if you have actually gone to our campus to corporate course, and if you are actually going through it, just put a yes in the comment so that I know that all of you are from campus to corporate over here. So you can just put in a comment. So whoever has enrolled to our campus to corporate course, just put a yes in the chat. Yes, I see all of you saying yes, that's great. And how many of you over here had actually attended the previous session of this TapTalks? And in case if you have attended the previous session, you know that I have done some pattern programming in the previous session. So just you put pattern programming in comment so that I know that you had attended the previous session. Yes. Is there anyone saying pattern programming? Because it might be the previous yes that they are saying over here, that's why. No one is responding for anything? There is a delay. Okay, fine, no problem. Okay guys, so I just wanted to know, I see many of you are saying pattern programming, great. And I just wanted to understand what is that you are actually expecting from this particular session, because if you had actually recalled in the previous session, I showed you some basic pattern programs and how you can build your logic from step by step. And I started from a very simple statement like system.out.println. So in this particular session we will do something more, but I just wanted to know what is that you are expecting, so that I know that whatever I am doing and whatever you are expecting is the same. So just say me in the chat that what is that you are expecting, or did you come to this particular session without thinking anything just by clicking the link, or you have some expectations in this. So you can just put in the chat. So I see few of you are saying HackerRank, that's great. Anything else apart from HackerRank? Some are saying problems on data structures, great. How to crack coding round, okay, fine. How to solve HackerRank problems, who is that? You can say the names as well. Vivek says how to solve HackerRank programs, then Kishore says HackerRank programs. So everyone is saying HackerRank, majority are saying HackerRank, yes, that's great. So no worries, I think in the previous session I showed you something about HackerRank. Even in case if you don't know how to solve a problem, I showed you a method where you can actually pass the basic test cases in HackerRank, and you can actually get some minimal marks, at least 20 to 40% of the marks, and in some companies you can even clear the coding round. So in this particular session I won't be doing that. Rather, I will be actually helping you out to actually get 100% of the HackerRank problem, to solve all the test cases and make sure that you are in the top of the list in the coding round. So how many of you are excited? In case if you are excited, just click on that likes button so that I know that all of you are excited to start with the HackerRank problem over here. And once I see how many are there over in the session. So there are 295. If I see above 250 likes over there, so I will start the HackerRank immediately over here. Yes, great. Fine. And in case if you have any of your classmates who are actually looking not able to clear the coding round or anything as such, I would ensure that you can just take this particular live session link and send it across all your WhatsApp groups, so that they also come and attend this particular session and they get benefited out of it, because whatever I am teaching in this particular session, I'll be starting it from the scratch. So once you start with the basics, then you can start solving problems on yourself. And one thing I would say about this HackerRank problems is, starting it might look very difficult for you, but once you start coding over here, you will get interest on yourself, and you will not actually feel coding is boring. You will start solving it on your own. You will solve one after the other, because I have seen a lot of people who used to think that coding is very complex. they what they used to do is once they learned some 4 or 5 problem statements in HackerRank starts suggesting you the same similar kind of problems, and you will be capable of solving a lot more, and within a week, if you are actually focused, you can easily get 4 stars in HackerRank. So so now what I would like to do is I would like to take all of you guys to HackerRank to show, in case if you don't know what HackerRank is. So this is the HackerRank website, and in HackerRank website there will be lot of different problems given over here, and these are all the different problems which they have given. So in case if you want to select problems based on different topics, you can select problems on different topics, and if I go to the top of the account, they will actually give me stars and rating and all of these stuffs. So over here there is 35 points what I got. So this is a new account that I have just created now. So I hope even you guys have actually explored HackerRank, and in case if you have actually explored HackerRank and if you have an account in HackerRank, put yes in the comment, and in case if you do not have an HackerRank account, you can just put no. So whoever has HackerRank account, you say HackerRank account. You can just type HackerRank in chat, so that I know that majority of you actually have an HackerRank account. Okay. I rarely see. Yes. Okay. Great, guys. Great. So let's start with HackerRank now. So first let me, I have already picked one problem over here, so I will just take you to this problem. So this problem actually says chocolate fist. So chocolate fist is the name of the problem, and in case if you solve this problem, you will get 25 points. And usually in majority of the companies, they will ask simple problems like this. So if I start reading this particular problem, if I just scroll it up, so it states something like this. Before I read this problem, I would like you to give a try by reading this particular problem. So I will just stand over here and I would like you to read this particular problem. I hope this particular screen is completely visible and there is no problem in the clarity. In case if there is clarity, just let us know in the chat. Hey guys, just read the problem, try to understand the problem. I will come and actually explain this particular problem in a while. I hope you guys have actually read the problem statement, and I hope you have understood. In case if you have understood this problem statement, you can just put a yes in the chat. In case if you have not understood, no problem. I will start explaining this problem and let's solve this particular problem. So if I just scroll it up. So basically the problem says something like this. Little Bobby loves chocolate. He frequently goes to his favorite 5 and 10 store. So it's basically a chocolate store, and Penny Auntie to buy them. So he is going to a store to buy those chocolates. They are having a promotion at Penny Auntie. If Bobby saves enough wrappers, he can turn them into a free chocolate. So basically what they are trying to say is, there is one small Bobby who is actually going to a Penny Auntie store, and they are having some offers, and if we, after eating the chocolate, if he gives the wrappers back, he can actually get chocolates, is what they are saying. So let's just scroll it up. So they have given 3 variables, one is n and the other one is c and the other one is m over here. So then the problem says he has 15 to spend, he has 15 rupees to spend, then bar costs 3 rupees. So basically they are saying he has 15 rupees or dollars or whatever you can consider, basically 15 units, and one chocolate would cost 3 rupees. Now and he can turn 2 wrappers to receive another bar. So basically they are saying 2 wrappers, if he gives back, he can actually turn it into another chocolate bar. Initially he buys 5 bars and 5 wrappers. After eating them, he turns 4 of them, and it's the continuation. The problem has been explained, just a story is what they have told. And after that, if I just scroll up, there's given something called as function description. Let's say complete the chocolate feast function in the editor below. Chocolate feast has the following parameters. So what are the parameters? So there is a function named as chocolate feast, and the parameters is Bobby int n. So n is an integer variable that they have given. Bobby's initial amount of money. So Bobby has n rupees is what they are saying. The cost of the chocolate bar. So what is the cost of one chocolate bar is what they are saying in the variable c. And the number of wrappers he can turn into a free bar is what they are saying as m. So in case if I scroll it up, returns. So this particular function, whichever we are writing, that should return something. The number of chocolates Bobby can eat after taking full advantage of the promotion. So basically he will take complete advantage of the promotion. So basically it means to say till all his wrappers gets over, he will keep exchanging and having more and more chocolates. And they have given something called as input format. So basically every problem statement that you read, it will have all of these things. One is function description, one is input format, the other one is constraints. Then if I scroll it up, then there is a sample input, and after that there is a sample output, and there will be an explanation. So explanation is nothing but more elaborated way of saying the function description, which is given on the top. So I want you guys to actually go and read all of these things, but I would not again read all of these things. Rather I will again go back to input format. So all of this, reading this particular thing is actually very boring stuff over here. The interesting stuff is once you understand this problem statement, when you write the code, that's more interesting. So let me just read it as of now. So the first line contains an integer t, the number of test cases to analyze. So what is this? I will explain you at the end, whatever they are saying over here. The first line contains an integer t. Now as of now you just forget about it. Next, in each of the next t lines contains 3 space separated integers that n, c and m. I hope you already know what n, what c and what m means. In case if you don't know, do not worry, I will be explaining it to you step by step now. Next, that's all about the problem. Now all that you have to do is, if I scroll down, yes, scroll it down, yeah, over here you can actually write the code, and this is where you will have to write the code, and once you write the code you have to run the code, and when you run the code maybe it will pass some test cases but it will not pass all the test cases. Once you submit, it will check with all the hidden test cases, and if all the hidden test cases are submitted, that is when you will get full marks. So, and if I click on the drop down, you will actually see different languages. So I just want to know in which language do you want me to write the code, so that I will write in that particular language. So just put in the comment in which language you want me to solve the problem. Fine, I am waiting for your response, guys. So whichever language you know better, I will solve in that. In the previous session, I had solved in Java, and I saw many people were saying Python as well. So whichever language you are interested in, you can just put in the chat. So I see Java, C, Python, 3 different languages. I am very sorry, I won't be able to solve in all the 3 languages. I will pick any one of this. So whatever is your priority, you put in the chat now itself. So I see Python and Java come in on alternative basis. Python, C. C is very minority. Many of you are, so there are few of them who are actually saying C. So I see that Java and Python is almost equal in this case. So and I think Python is little more. So I will pick Python in today's class. So in the previous class I had picked Java. In this session I am picking Python. But one thing I want you guys to understand is whether I pick Java or whether I pick Python, the logic remains the same. Almost everything is same. There is a small change in some syntax. That's all is the difference. So rest everything remains same. So do not worry, guys. In case if you don't know Python, you will easily understand Python. In case if you don't know Java, you will easily understand, because that's how I will be explaining this problem to you. So let's go and understand what exactly this problem was saying, in case if you have not understood the problem. So let me take you to the scene. So basically what the question said is, there is a penny auntie store. So this is that penny auntie shop. So over here there is one little Bobby who is coming, and this is our little Bobby. So he actually comes here to take the chocolates, and they have told n value as 15. N value as 15 in the sense he has 15 rupees with him. So Bobby has 15 rupees, and they are saying C is equal to 3. So what does 3 mean is, one chocolate bar would cost 3 rupees. Next, after that they have told M is equal to 2. So what M is equal to 2 means is, if he has 2 wrappers, with 2 wrappers he can get 1 chocolate. So after eating few chocolates, he can take 2 wrappers out of it, give it to penny auntie store, and then take 1 chocolate back. So I hope you understood the logic behind this. Now what exactly happens is, let's see. Now in case if he has 15 rupees and 1 chocolate will cost 3 rupees, you know how much chocolates he can buy at starting. Very simple. In 15 divided by 3 is what you have to do. So in case if I do 15 divided by 3, I will get the how many chocolates that he can have. So 15 divided by 3, I hope all of you know the simple division over here. It's nothing but 5. So at starting he can buy 5 chocolates. So these are the 5 chocolates that our little Bobby has got. Now after this, let's see what happens. Now what he would do, he will eat all of these 5 chocolates. Once he eats all of the 5 chocolates, all that he will be left out is wrappers. Now the story starts. Now what exactly happens is, with the help of these 2 wrappers, he can get 1 chocolate, because he just has to exchange this and get 1 chocolate. Next what happens, he will take the other 2 wrappers and get another chocolate. Next, he has only 1 wrapper, so he can't get any chocolate now. So he will keep it with him, because later on he might eat some chocolate and then use it along with it. So he will keep it in the pocket, and the next he has 2 more chocolates, he will eat these 2, and he has got 2 wrappers. Now he has totally 3 wrappers with him. Now what he does is, he will exchange these 2 wrappers and he will get 1 chocolate. Now since he has got 1 chocolate, now what he has to do is, he has to actually eat this chocolate. Once he eats, now he has 2 wrappers. This is 1 wrapper and this is another wrapper. So what he does, he will exchange these 2 wrappers and get 1 more chocolate. Now after that he will eat this chocolate. So once he eats the chocolate, only 1 wrapper will be left out. Now basically what should be your output is very simple. Your output should be, how many chocolates did you eat? Did that little Bobby eat? And if you count all the wrappers, in the first line you will see 5 and 6, 7, 8, and this is 1 more chocolate. Total he had 9 chocolates. That is what your program should give as an output. So basically these 3 values will be given as an input, and this should be given as output. I hope the problem statement is completely clear to you guys. Now what we shall do is, we shall just go and write some understand how we can approach this particular logic. So I will be taking you over here step by step, what are the different inputs and what is the logic that you have to write, and that particular logic we can implement in any language. You want in Java, you can implement in Java. You want in Python, you can implement in Python. You want in C, you can implement in C, C++, JavaScript or any other language. Fine. So basically we have three different inputs, that's N, the value of C, the cost, and the M, that's the wrapper exchange count. Now in this particular situation, first I need to create one variable to keep track of all the chocolates that the Bobby eats. Apart from that, I need one more variable which keep tracks of all the wrappers that he has collected. So I am creating those variables over here now. So the first variable I am creating is Choco, which is basically chocolates. So how many chocolates will you have at starting? You know very well. Yes, 15 rupees. And one chocolate is 3 rupees. Simple division is what you have to do. So guys, in case if you have to know programming, this basic addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, all of these things is what you have to know. So this is a prerequisite for actual coding. I hope all of you know all these things, and in case if you know this, coding is basically easy. So 15 divided by 3 will actually give me 5. So 5 is what I have to put over here. So 15 divided by 3 is 5, and 5 is what I will place it inside the variable Choco, and I have those 5 chocolates over here. Next, one more thing that I told is I need to keep track of wrappers. So I will keep track of wrappers as well. So I have created a variable wrap, and over here I have 5, because if you had 5 chocolates, after eating 5 chocolates you will have 5 wrappers. And that's whatever is there in Choco, I copied it to wrap. I hope this is completely clear to you guys. Next, after this, what is that I need to do is, now what happens is, with the help of these wrappers, you can get new chocolates. That's the reason I have created one variable, new chocolate. So basically you can take these 2 wrappers and get 1 chocolate, take these 2 wrappers and get 1 chocolate. So that's to keep track of that, I have created this variable. How to keep track of that, I will let you know. Next, I am just writing an algorithm. What is the algorithm that I need to follow? So in basic English statements, I am writing it over here. Later on, I will slowly convert it into pseudocodes. So over here, I am saying calculate new chocolate after exchange. So I am saying calculate new chocolate. So if I exchange all of these wrappers, how many chocolates will you get is what I want to say. Next, after that, what is that I need to do? Update the total chocolates add. So as of now, he had 5 chocolates. I need to update it. How to update, I will let you know. But as of now, I am saying that is what I need to do in the second step. Next, after this, there is one more statement I have to do. Update the wrapper count. Now basically what happens is, once he eats all of these, eats all of the chocolate, he gets some wrappers. After that, he will exchange this. Once he exchanges, the number of wrappers that he will have is not the same, because he will give this 2 and this 2, but this he will keep it with himself. So this is what I have to say over here. I have to update it. So how do I update it? I will show you step by step. So these are the steps I need to actually take care of, and the same thing I need to keep on repeating. So till when should I repeat this? Very simple. Till I have enough wrappers to exchange and get the chocolate. So how many wrappers I need? Minimum. For example, if I don't have any wrapper, that is 0 wrappers, I can't exchange. If I have 1 wrapper, I can't exchange. In case if I have 2 wrappers, I can exchange. And where do I have that count? This is where I have that value, 2. 2 wrappers I can exchange. Where do I have my wrapper count? I have in this variable. So whenever the number of wrappers, how many wrappers I have? 5. If it is greater than the value of m, I need to keep on repeating this particular operation. I hope the simple pseudocode is completely clear to you guys. In case if it is clear to you guys, just put a yes in the comment and let me know that you are understanding this particular problem, and I hope you have not slept and you are actually listening to the class. So if you are actually enjoying this particular session, say enjoying in the comment section, so I know that you are actually enjoying the session. Or you can put some emojis as well. Okay, fine. So I am waiting. Fine. So yeah, I see many of you are saying amazing. That's great. Okay, fine. Now let's see over here. Now calculate new chocolate after exchange. Now how can I calculate new chocolates after exchange? Very simple. Over here I have 5 different wrappers. 5 wrappers is what I have. Now what I need to do is very simple. How many wrappers I need to give back to get 1 chocolate? Simple. Over here they have told 2. So 5 divided by 2 is what I need to do. So 5 where do I have? I have in my variable wrap. So wrap divided by m, if I do, I will get how many new chocolates I will get. So that is what I will do over here in calculating new chocolate. So this is basically saying if 5 is greater than or equal to 2, which I had already explained to you guys. And since it is true, only if it is true means if the condition satisfies, I have to do this, and I need to come inside. So I will come inside, calculate new chocolate after exchange. So these are the new chocolates that you will be getting after exchange. So how do I get 2? I have 2 variables, one is 5 and the other one is 2. So 5 divided by 2 if I do, I will easily get this 2. So that's what I have to do in this particular statement. So mathematically I need to write that. So I am writing it over here. So instead of English statement I am saying wrap divided by 2. So that's nothing but this variable and that variable. So when I do this particular thing, I will get the new chocolate count. So I will update this new chocolate count. Wrap is nothing but 5 and m is nothing but 2. 5 divided by 2 is equal to 2, and I need to update this inside this variable. So I am updating in this particular variable. I hope it's completely clear to you guys. Next, after this, what I need to do is update the total chocolates had. Now how do I update the total chocolates had? Earlier I had 5 chocolates. Now I got 2 new chocolates. So what I need to do is this 2 I need to add for this. So what I will do, 5 plus 2, and I will update it over here. So that's the total chocolates I had. So basically that's nothing but choco plus new choco, that is my actual choco. So choco plus new choco, and I will replace that with choco because over there I am having the updated count of chocolates. So that's the statement that I need to write. Next, after that I will come to next statement. That's nothing but updating wrapper count. So let me do this mathematically and show 5 plus 2 is 7, and 7 I need to update it over here, and I am doing that over here. Great. Next, if I do that, this actually would become wrappers. Then I need to update the wrapper count. Now I want you guys to understand. Over here I already have a wrapper, and over here I have 2 chocolates. Now how do I update the wrapper count? So basically now the total number of wrappers that you will have is 1 plus 2, that's 3. Now how do I get this? This is very simple. New chocolates, whatever you have, that new chocolates is only your number of wrappers. But how will you get this? That is the question. I want all of you, whoever is listening to the session, make sure that how can I get this? What is that mathematical statement that I need to write to get this? I want you guys to put in the chat so that I know, and I will be observing who is the first person to put in the chat. Yes. Okay. Previously you. Fine. Anyone has put in the chat? Oh, someone is saying wrap is equal to wrap mod, and you are almost there. You are right. What is his name? Harshita. Great, Harshita. Claps for you. I want everyone to give a claps emoji to Harshita over here. Great, great. Anyone else?
Chandra, wrap modern.
Oh, Chandra also says wrap modern. Okay, great, 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 great. Sushant. Okay, fine, fine. So basically I want you guys to understand one thing. So whenever you told 5 divided by 2, you got these 2. So that's nothing but quotient in mathematics. So then what is this? This is nothing but a remainder. So whatever remains after dividing is a remainder. That is what you have studied in mathematics in 5th standard. So that's what I am making use after engineering. So let's see. So how do I get this particular value? Very simple. How do we get the remainder in case of any programming language? Very simple. There is an operator for that, and the operator is nothing but this operator. That's modulus operator. So you just have to make use of this operator and get that particular value. So those who have commented and told, that's great. I want everyone to clap for those people. And now let's put it over here. So how do I do that? That is wrap mod n. So let me update it over here. So these are the 2 chocolates. That's nothing but new choco. So this I will easily get by saying new choco. But this was the complex part. That's nothing but wrap mod n. So wrap mod n. So what is the number wrap count? Nothing but 5. 5 mod 2. 5 mod 2 is nothing but, what is the remainder when you divide 5 mod 2? It's 1, and that's nothing but this chocolate. So that's what I have. Along with that, I need to add this. Where do I get this value? I will get that in new choco. So new choco plus this is my actual new wrapper count, and that is what I need to update over here. So that's what I will do over here. This plus new choco. Whatever I get in the result of this is what I will update in wrap. So that is what I am doing. Wrap is equal to new. This is all I had to do. Now I will keep repeating this operation. Till when I should repeat? Whenever I have the wrappers more than 2. So what I need to do is I will have to come over here and keep repeating. So basically what I am doing, these 3 statements I am running in a loop. So last time I made use of for loop, but this time I am not making use of for loop. I told you guys that there is another loop called as while loop, and there are many more loops as well, but in this session I am making use of while loop. So over here if I just put while, it will take care of that particular thing. So now let's do this wrap count and then go back over here. So this will actually give me a value 2, 5 more 2 will actually give me 1. And I have already got 2 over here. 1 plus 2 is nothing but 3. 3 is what I will be updating it over here. So this 3 I have to take it over here. That's all. Yes, great. Yeah, now this thing, I will check this condition. Now this is 3 wrappers is what I have, and 2 is what the minimum number I should have. So these 3 greater than or equal to 2. Yes, whenever the condition is true, I need to come inside. So now I will come inside. So now again what I am doing, new choco is equal to wrap divided by m. What is the wrap value? Nothing but 3 divided by m. 3 divided by 2, you know very well, that's nothing but 1. So what happens is, when you exchange these 2 chocolates now, you will get 1 chocolate. That's what it is saying mathematically over here. I am saying in English and this is mathematically saying, and that's what you have to do in programs. So I have done 3 divided by 2 and it becomes 1. So new choco is nothing but 1 over here. So this value will be updated over here. Great guys. After that, let's come down. So choco is equal to choco plus new choco. So choco is what? Already I have 7 plus new choco 1 more, that is 8. And if you count over here, you keep track of this. Here I have 5 plus 2, that's nothing but 7 plus this 8. So basically on all the 3 places what you are saying is the same thing, and whatever I am saying is also the same thing. So I am saying, so you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 places the same explanation has been provided to you guys. So again, now choco plus new choco, 7 plus 1, 8. So next after that I will update this 8 over here. So I am updating that 8 over here. Next after that I will come to the next line. Now I need to see how many wrappers are left out. You can clearly see this is 1 wrapper and this is 1 wrapper. So how do I get this wrapper? Very simple. Wrap mod m. And how do I get this wrapper? New choco. Whatever is left chocolate, once you have the same number of wrappers is what you will have. So that is what I need to update over here. 3 mod 2 will give me 1, and after that new choco will actually give me 1. So 1 plus 1 is actually 2, and 2 is what I have over here as well, and that 2 I will be updating in case of wrap. So over here I will be updating that particular 2. So I am updating it over here. Great. Next after this again I need to repeat. Now you just think and see, can I again still exchange, or not me, I mean little Bobby, can he exchange or not? Yes, definitely he can exchange. How do I check this condition mathematically? I am checking whether the number of wrappers I have is greater than or equal to the value of n. So that is what I am checking, and if the condition is true, I need to repeat this operation. So I am checking if the condition, so 2 greater than or equal to 2, it's equal to 2. So I need to repeat all the 3 steps. So new choco is nothing but 2 divided by 2. So these 2 chocolates will be exchanged and I will get a new chocolate, and this is the lot chocolate, you know that. Next I will come to the next line. So new choco, I have updated it over here. Let me update it. Next comes over here, choco plus new choco. So choco is already 8 plus new choco, whatever you got, it's 9, and you can clearly see 9 chocolates are available over here. Next after that I will update this particular value over here. So I am updating this value over here. Yes. Next after that I will take it to the next line. So once I take it to the next line, the same thing has to be repeated. Wrap mod m. Wrap mod m is nothing but 0. Wrap value is nothing but 2. M value is nothing but 2. So when there is no reminder when you divide 2 by 2, because you will get the reminder as 0. plus new choco. New choco you already have 1. So 2 more 2 will give 0 plus 1. 0 plus 1 is nothing but 1. And 1 is the number of wrappers you have. Now say me, is the exchange possible or not possible? You know very well, since I have only one wrapper, the exchange is not possible. Since the exchange is not possible, I cannot continue this operation again and again. I need to stop this operation and say very well how many chocolates I can have. And where do I have the count of all the chocolates? I have in the variable choco. And this is what you have to print as an output. So in case if you are writing in Java, you say system.out.println choco. If you are writing in Python, you say print choco. That's all you have to do. So what I need to do is I will just again go and check the condition first to ensure that it has not happened. So wrap is greater than or equal to m. Wrap value is nothing but 1. Is 1 greater than or equal to m value? What is the value of m? M value is 2. The condition is false. Condition false means it has to come out of the loop. The control has to come out of the loop. So what is that I will be writing to do this? I have already told you guys, while is what I will be writing, and this code is what I will be writing. So basically I want you guys to understand one thing. Whether you write the code in C, C++, Java, Python or JavaScript, all of them, or C#, all of them have the same code. But maybe some code above this, some code below this might slightly vary. But rest these codes will remain almost the same apart from one extra slash or something like that. So I hope this complete logic is completely clear to you guys. Have you understood this very well? If you have understood this very well, put great in chat so that I know you guys are enjoying the session. If you are enjoying, say enjoying in the chat. And if you are ready to code in HackerRank, you say let's code in HackerRank, so that I know that you guys are ready to code in HackerRank. Fast. So what are they saying? They are saying yes, yes, yes. Okay, fine. So see guys, this is the code that I actually have to go and write. So you just have a quick look at the code. Yes, great, 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 great. Fine. I hope all of you are actually enjoying in this session. So let's code. Okay, fine. So let's go back to HackerRank and let's start coding. Fine. So I am picking Python in this case because majority I saw as Java and Python. So in this particular session I will pick Python. They are saying Python 2 and 3. I will pick Python 3. Okay, fine, great. So if I just scroll it down. So I just wanted to know you guys. I don't know if all of you are actually at home, you are coding or not coding or something. You can actually exit full screen. I think that screen is better. So which theme do you like more, the white color theme or the black color theme? I mean the light theme or the dark theme, because many programmers actually use dark theme, but I am using white theme only for you guys. If I am coding alone, I will use a dark theme. Fine, anyways, whichever theme you like, you put over there, but as of now I will start coding over here. So they have given me 3 values, n values, c value, m value. All that I need to do is just write the code inside this function, but before I write the code, I would like to show whatever they are given. So here they have given if name is equal to main, and they have given something over here, again something over here, input, then some for loop and all of these things. Guys, I am not going to explain all of these things. If you want to understand what that all of this means, int and something they have written over here, int and something they have written over here, it's nothing but type conversion. So these are called as explicit type conversion. In case if you want to know all of these things, you log into our LMS, all of this thing is taught, and all the access for these concepts are already given to you guys. So make sure that you go learn all of these things in depth. But over here I am showing you how to implement those concepts. So basically if I just scroll up, you can just scroll the code. They have taken all the 3 values from the user. They have only written the code for that. You don't have to write it. Slowly if you scroll up, they are saying chocolate feast and they are calling this particular method. And what actually happens is, after calling this method, this particular function is actually returning the value, and whatever is returned is stored inside the result. I want you guys to understand this particular thing. This particular function has to return it and it should be stored in the result, and they are taking care of printing this result. You can clearly see that over here. So if I just scroll up to the question, somewhere called as input format and function description, if I go over there, There is something called as function description. I will take you over. See over here, complete the chocolate feast function. So that is what the name of the function was. Chocolate feast has the following parameters, and N, C and M were the parameters. I showed you in the code that these were the three parameters which was taken as input and passed to chocolate feast function. Now over here they are saying returns. So this function is basically returning something. The number of chocolates Bobby can eat after taking full advantage of the promotion. That is what they are saying. So he's basically saying how many chocolates can Bobby eat, that's all. So they have just these many things they wrote in so many lines. How simple things. They will just write stories. How you guys write stories in exam, just if you don't know the concept and you just write some stories to get marks. That is what they have done in a very clean and very good format. That's what even you guys also do, I guess. In case if you guys are doing that, you can let me know in the chat. If you guys are not doing it also, you can let me know in the chat. Fine. Anyways, let's scroll up. Okay. So slightly if I come down. Okay. So write your code here and I will write my code here only. So I will come to next line. Yes. A little more line gaps you give and I will go back over here. So basically I had created three variables. One was Choco. So I will create Choco. Yes. Equal to. In Choco what was there? N value divided by C value. So I will write N value divided by C value. Now one thing that I want you guys to understand is, in case of Python, if you simply say N divided by C, you can just remove this thing. N divided by C, what happens is, it will actually give you 15 divided by 3, what is it, 5. So it will not, in case if you just write one slash, it will give 5.0. I don't want that 0.0 and all I want is 5. So if you just want 5, that you need to write like this, and this is actually called as floor division in case of Python. I'll come to next line. So Choco is ready. Next one more variable I need is wrap. So I'll say wrap is equal to nothing but whatever the Choco value is, I'll copy that over here. Yes, I'll come to next line. So two variables I have created. There is one more variable which I had created, that's new Choco. So I'll create that variable as well, new Choco. Yes, is equal to, and what is new Choco value at starting? It's nothing but 0. So basically guys, this is a certain way of writing, creating variables. This is called a snake conversion. There are different type of conversion, way of writing code, and you can't write new Choco in any way. There is something called as Pascal convention, there is something called as camel convention, there is something called as what is a snake convention, and in Python basically snake convention is what is used. Next I'll come one more line down. Over here I need to write my logic now. So over here first thing is one while loop I had written, so I'll write while, and inside that while I was used to check one condition. What was that condition? If I have enough wrappers to exchange. So wrappers is nothing but wrap, so I'll say wrap. So that should be greater than or equal to the M value. So I'll say is that greater than or equal to as well. Even if I have two wrappers, I should be able to exchange. So that's what I'm saying. So I will put M value over here. Then colon, I'll come to next line. Now basically what is that I need to do over here? I need to update the new chocolate count. What is the new chocolate count? So new chocolate is nothing but the number of chocolates I have, number of wrappers I have divided by the M value. So that's what is the new chocolate. So I will say wrap divided by M. So not this division, again it's floor division. I don't want point something. So floor division, whatever I get over here. So basically after exchange, what is the chocolates I get? That I will update in new Choco variable. So new Choco is equal to. Yes, great. Next I will come to next line. Great. Next in this particular line, what I need to do is I need to update the number of wrappers. So how do I update the number of wrappers? Very simple. I had showed in the previous thing. One is by doing mod and all of that. But before that there is one more thing. I need to update the total number of chocolates as well. How do I update the total number of chocolates? Very simple. Whatever I have in chocolates plus the new chocolates. So chocolates plus new chocolates is equal to new chocolates. So chocolates is equal to chocolate plus new chocolates. I mean choco is the variable, so that's it. Okay. Next I need to update the wrapper count, so I'll say wrap is equal to, yeah, there were two things. One is wrap mod m value, so that's one thing. I will put brackets and then write it, wrap mod m. So this will give me the reminder whatever was remaining after exchanging over here. Next after that, plus whatever new chocolates you have got, in from that also you would have got some wrappers. That's what I am writing it over here, new choco. Great. Next, this thing will keep on repeating. Once the condition is false, it will definitely come out, and once it comes out, whatever is there in your choco, that is what is your output. So you should not print it over here. They are saying return that value. So I'll say return, and I will say choco. Fine. Fine guys, in the previous session I had shown you some jugaad, some magic I had done, and in that magic actually you could actually simply submit the code and some test cases passed. But in this particular code all the test cases will pass. You will not get 40%, 20%, 60%, you will get 100%, and that is what your aim is. So now let's click, first let's run and check whether it's working or not. So let me click on run. So basically it will be checking for some sample test cases, and both the sample test cases has passed. And if you know, in the previous case, without even writing the code, I passed these two sample test cases. And I hope even you know this trick. And in case if you guys don't know this trick, make sure that you say that you don't know. Some or the other way, some or the other day we will learn that trick. That's the disadvantage of not staying till the last of the session. So next, if I actually scroll up and submit this, so there are 11 test cases, and did all the 11 test cases pass? Yes, congratulations. Oh, great. So it passed all the 11 test cases and it gave me 25 points. Now you are 40 points away from the second star of your problem solving badge. So in case if I get 40 40 points, I will get another star over here. Today only I created this account. So I hope you guys also will go create an account in HackerRank and then get 3 stars maybe at the end of when we meet in the next session. So how many of you are actually interested in solving this, and how many of you actually like this particular thing? You can just put a likes over there. In case if you didn't like, make sure that you press the dislike button twice, so that you ensure that you have disliked it properly. So you can just say whatever you want to say over there. And in case if you guys are actually excited to solve the next problem, you just let me know in the chat, should we solve the next problem or stop it over here? So whatever your opinion is, you can say it in the chat. So if you are interested, I will take up the next problem. If you are not interested, I will stop it over here, and maybe something else we can do in this session. So okay, fine. What? Yes or likes or dislikes or what? Like. Fine. If you like, only press like only once. If you dislike, ensure that you do it twice. Okay, fine, great. Okay, so majority of you are saying that start a new problem. Okay, fine. Fine guys, I will take a new problem. So if I click, apples and oranges are the new problem. So this is the problem that we are going to solve. But before I solve, I want you guys to give a try reading this particular problem. So I have been talking for 1 hour straight, so I will also take 1 minute break, drink some water and come back, so that I have some energy to solve this problem as well. So you can just slightly scroll up. Yeah, I hope this is completely visible for you guys. I will just vanish from the screen, and I want you guys to read this problem, understand this problem and try solving it. In case if you know the code, you can just put in the chat, so that I know you guys know the code. That's great. Fine, I will just vanish now. I'm back, guys. I hope you have actually solved or at least understood the problem. So, in case if you guys have understood the problem, let me know in the comment saying that you have understood. And in case if you have understood, my small expectation is at least put the pseudocode in the chat. And in case if you have not understood, no problem. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button. I will give you the solution. So I am doing one favor for you, and one thing is just hit the subscribe button so that I know that once it reaches, what's the subscribers count now? 6.9. So I hope it will reach 7k now, and as soon as it reaches, I will start the. I will give you the solution. So you can just keep scrolling it. Okay, fine. You can go on top. Fine. So over here there is a huge description. Just let me know, do you want me to read this description or do you want me to directly explain the problem whatever they have said? If you want me to read the description, you say me by in the chat saying read description. If you don't want me to read the description, you say directly start the problem. So just let me know in the chat so that I know, do you want me to read or not, or you have already read it. Fine. Directly solve. And I even saw that many people are actually interested in shortcuts. So one warning I would like to give is, see, shortcuts will help you, but there is something else that you have to know. Shortcuts will not run for a longer time, but definitely I will give you the shortcut as well. Do not worry about that. And few are saying read, few are saying start the problem. Okay, quickly I will try to read. So they are saying Sam's house has apple tree and oranges trees that yield lot of fruits. Using information given below, determine the number of apples and oranges that lands on Sam's house. So basically they are saying there is one Sam's house. So I can just show that diagram, so you can just scroll it. So basically there is Sam's house, this is Sam's house. So imagine this line, whatever you see in the red color is Sam's house. And this is his apple tree and this is orange tree, and there are lot of apples produced over here and lot of oranges produced over here. I mean, these trees give lot of apples and oranges. I don't know in which place actually people get apples and oranges in the same place. Anyways, we do not have to think the logic over there. Let's think the program logic. So basically they are saying how many apples will fall on Sam's house and how many oranges will fall on Sam's house. That's all they are asking us to determine. But there are some variables and all those things that they give. So let's just scroll it. No. I have to just, yeah. Okay. Little bit down. Oh, okay. In the diagram below, the red region denotes, I have already told you, it's Sam's house. S is the starting point and T is the end point. And the apple tree is to the left of the house, and same thing, whatever has been given in the image, the same thing they are repeating again and again. Some nice story they have written, how you write in exams, that's it. Next, assume that the tree is located on a single point where the apple tree points to A and the orange tree point is at B. So basically what they are saying is, again back to image, apple tree is A, orange tree is B. That's what they are saying. And S is the starting of the house, T is the ending of the house. That's all. Next, back to problem. Assume that that I have already read. When a fruit falls on a tree, it lands D units of the distance from the tree along the x-axis. So I hope everyone knows what x-axis is. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, in case if you don't know. Fine. A negative value of D means the fruit fell D units to the left, tree's left. This is something you should not miss out at. Now few might think reading problem is a boring stuff, let's not read problem. But these, in the very big story, somewhere in one line they will give one statement which will actually completely change the question, or something very much helpful information in the question. So a negative value of D means the fruit fell D units to the left, tree's left. This is very important. Why? I will let you know. And the positive value means of D means it falls D units to the tree's right. So if I scroll up, so this is where apple tree is. If they give a negative value, it means it fell towards this side, away from the house. And in case if it's positive value, it means it fell on this side. So it is towards the house. Same way, if I come to orange tree, this is the orange tree. If it fell left, means negative value. If they give a negative value, then it means it fell over the house. If they give a positive value, it fell away from the house. Let me scroll it up. Given the value of D and M apples and N oranges, determine how many apples and oranges fell on the Sam's house. So basically they are asking how many fell on Sam's and oranges house. So let me just scroll it up. Let me directly come to function description. So function description, let's read it. Complete the count apples and orange function in the editor below. It should print the number of apples and oranges that land on Sam's house on each separate line. Count apples and oranges as following parameters: S, T, A, B. So these are the four parameters. S is integer value, T is integer value, A is integer value, B is integer value. I hope what S means, T means you know very well. S is starting of Sam's house, T is ending of Sam's house, A is the location of apple tree, B is the location of orange tree. That's all it means. Next, apples. Now you got to know all the locations, but they didn't say which apple fell where. That is what they are saying now. Apples is one array or one list. I hope you guys already know what an array means or what a list means. In case if you don't know, do not worry. There is at least some 20 or 15-20 problems separately on list given to you guys in Python. So I expect you guys to go and watch. There are different methods of list given over there, and I will clearly say one thing: if you read those list and strings and arrays concepts in that particular thing, you can clearly crack any coding interview. If you just learn only those parts, and if you are still in college, you can easily crack those things. Fine. Anyways, coming back, integer array early over here, concentrate completely on these constraints. So they are given STABMN. STABMN is what? Nothing but starting, ending of Sam's house, apple tree, orange tree. M and N is the number of apples, number of oranges. So all of these values is what they are saying. All of these values will be greater than or equal to 1 and less than or equal to 10 to the power 5. 10 to the power 5 means 10 and 1 and 5 zeros. So you can calculate that. I think it's 10,000. So these values will be somewhere between 1 to 10,000 is what they basically mean to say. So I think it's not 10,000, 1 lakh. So whatever is the value, I want you guys to understand. Now the D value will be somewhere between minus 10 to the power 5 to 10 to the power 5. I hope it's clear to you guys. Next, over here they are saying A is actually lesser than S. Yes, and T is actually greater than, so basically what it means is A is the lowest value, next comes S, next comes T, next comes B. So they are in the ascending order is what they basically mean to say from this. So if you just, I will just cover these two parts. You just see this thing, A is greater than S. Now you just see this two part. S is greater than T. Now you just see this two part. T is greater than B. So that is what they are saying over here. So if I go back to the image, you can clearly see. I will come back to the image. Yeah. So this, whatever you see over here is a number line. So in x-axis, number line in x-axis means somewhere over here it will start to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and it goes on like this. Now you know this is 0 and that is something higher value, higher positive value. So in this they are saying A is less than S. You know very well, whatever comes towards the left in x-axis is lesser and whatever comes towards the right in x-axis is greater. Now whatever comes towards this side of S is greater than the value of S. So that's T is greater than S, B is greater than S. Now if I come over here, you know whatever comes towards this side of T is smaller and towards this side of T is greater. So S is less than T, A is less than T, but B is greater than T. So that is what they have actually told in the constraint. So if I scroll up to the constraint. So basically everywhere they are saying the same thing. So that is what they are saying over here. Next, output format, scroll up, print two integers on two different lines. So two integers they are asking you to print in two different lines. What is the first integer that you need to print? the number of apples that falls on Sam's house. So number of apples that falls on Sam's house is the first output. The number of oranges that falls on Sam's house is the second output. I hope the question is clear. In case if the question is clear, put question is clear, understood. In case if you have not understood, say not understood. I would expect a honest feedback over there. And in case if you are not understood, do not worry. I will explain you again through the animation form. But before that, I want to show this is your basic input. So if I scroll it up, so this is nothing but at starting S and T, A and B, then this is the number of apples, this is the number of oranges. So number of apples is nothing but minus the 3, and this apple falls is says minus 2. Minus 2 means 2 towards the left side of the house. This says 2, this says 1. What is that? I will show you in the animation. So let me take to the representation of this particular question. So let me represent it for you over here. So I am representing it over here. So this is Sam's house. So my house is actually better than Hakarank's house over here. Fine. So now this is apple tree. Apple tree is smaller than me. Next on the other side there is orange tree. Next after that, this is the number line. This is what I was speaking about, and I hope this number line is clear to you. So it starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and if you see this, whatever they give in the variable A is nothing but this value. Whatever they give in the variable S is nothing but this value. Whatever they give in the variable T is nothing but this particular value, and whatever they give in the variable B is this value. Now let me bring those variables as well. So I hope you guys understood. So over here you can clearly see I have pointed this as A, S, then T, and then B over here. Now they say this is an apple tree. Apple can fall towards this side or apple can fall towards this side. So one apple fell over here. So now you see the apple tree has a 4 and apple fell 2 units from there. So it fell over where 6. So what is the distance between this 4 and 6? Nothing but 2. So towards which side did it fall? It fall towards the right side. So it will be 2, not minus 2. So that's the thing. So this is 2. So that is what I am showing you over here, 2. Next after that what I need to do is one more apple fell over the house. Now you have to see how much distance. So apple tree is at 4 and this fell over 8. So now if I calculate the distance, it's nothing but 4. So 4 is what I am showing you over here. So I hope these numbers are visible to you guys. In case if numbers are not visible, I want you to concentrate whatever I am saying. So this is the value 4. Next after that one more apple, let me show. Okay, one apple fell over here, and this apple towards which side did it fall? Towards the left side. Towards the left side. So it's definitely a negative value. And how many units? 1 unit. So it's minus 1. So that is what will be given as an input. Minus 1 will be given. So next, is it visible? These numbers? Yeah, great. Next one more apple. Oh, okay. I don't know. Some heavy breeze would have come where apple tree didn't shake, but the apple went and fell over here. So this particular apple, if you see, it has fell a lot of way away from this particular house. So the units is nothing but 11 minus 4, whatever you get, you can, they are showing it over here. So that's nothing but 7. 7 is the value. So basically they have given you as of now 4 apples. So this is an array that they will be giving, and in this array there will be different values. What are the different values? 2 is one value, and after that 4 is another value, minus 1 is one value, and after that 7 is another value. So these are the 4 values which will be there inside this particular array. So and the name of this array is apples, and I will put all these variables over there: 2, 4, minus 7 and 7. So array or list, whatever, whichever language you write in according to that, and the name of the array will be named as apples. So I hope you understood what they meant by the question. Next, the question is still not complete. We have oranges as well. So one orange fell 2 units towards the right. So I hope you know the right means positive value. So that's nothing but 2. So that is what I'll be writing it over here. I have written 2. Next after that one more orange fell over the house, that you can clearly see it is over the house. How many units? It is 2 units. So 2 is what you have to, sorry, minus 2, because it is towards the left side. I mean to say left side. Next, After that, one more fell towards the left side. So 5 and 12, I think it's 7. So 7 units away. So it's nothing but minus because it's towards the left. Next, after that, so these are the only 3 oranges that has fell. So since there are only 3 oranges, the size of this list will be actually 3, and after that I will be actually placing all these values 2, -7 and -2. So all of that is over here. Next, this will be the name given oranges. So basically this is the question, guys. So basically A value they would have given, S value they would have given, T value they would have given, B value they would have given. Apart from this, the size of this array is what? Apples array 4 also they will give. And after that, size of this array, what is it? Oranges array, that is nothing but 3, that also they will give. So this size of this is m, size of this is considered inside a variable n. We are not worried about that, we are just worried about the logic. Next, after that, what is given to us is very simple, all the values, the d units and the d units. So this is what the question is. Now I want you guys to just put some thoughts and see one thing over here. So if this is apple tree, now what you want to know is towards which side did it fall? Very simple. 2 units is what they have told in apples, the first apple. So if you say where is the apple tree placed at? Apple tree is placed at 4. So that 4 value is present inside which variable? S variable. So S plus whatever the value that you get. What is that? S plus 2. S plus 2, where will it fall? It will fall in 6 over here. So if it falls over the 6, then you know that now you need to check whether that fell over the house or beyond the house. How do you check whether it fell over the house? Where is your house? House starts from 7 and goes till 10. So you need to check whether S plus this 2, is it between this? How do you check? Very simple. Is it greater than or equal to S and less than or equal to T? That is what has to be done. Now let's see. So I have 4 variables A, B and S and T, which I have already told you guys. So all those values are available over here. Next, what I need to do is just follow this logic whichever I explained to you guys now. So I will be following that particular logic. So how do I check? I will take the value of A. A is nothing but apples. So starting I will be checking how many apples fell over this. So if I have to keep track of apples, I need to have one variable as well for that to count how many apples fell over the house. So I will create that as well moving further. So I will check A plus apples. So apples of, first I will check, I will traverse this particular array and take one apple and check. So first apple I will check, AR of 0. So that's nothing but the first apple. So basically over here I will say apples of I. So A plus apples of I, whatever I get. This, is that between this house? If it is between this house, then definitely it fell over the house. Now how do I check that? Very simple. If it fell over the house, it will, the value of this particular thing will be greater than the S value and lesser than the T value. So greater than 7 and less than 10. So that's what I need to check, whether it is greater than or equal to S value. So it might fall in the edge also, that should be considered. That's why they have written equal to as well. Next, this is not sufficient because some apples can fall this side. It can be on the house or it might fall over there also. So you need to make sure that it falls towards this side as well. So for that you need to write one more condition, same condition, apples plus I, is that equal, less than or equal to. So I will put that condition, less than or equal to over here, and is that less than or equal to this T value. So it clearly says between this. So if both of them satisfies, means I need to put AND operator over here. So I will put the AND operator over here. So if both of these satisfies, it means it's over the house. If it is over the house, I need to keep track. I need to count. Oh, 1 fell on the house. So I need to store that in the variable, in the memory. So if I store in the memory, I need to create a variable for that. So let me create a variable for that, and that is nothing but apple count. And for orange count also I need. So I will created one more called as orange count. So this value should be increased by 1 if the condition is true. So I am actually placing all the values over here. 4 plus apples of 0 is nothing but 2. 4 plus 2 is nothing but 6. Is 6 greater than or equal to S value? S value is nothing but 7. Is 6 greater than or equal to 7? You know very well it's false. So I don't even have to check that condition. Even in case if I check that condition, it is false and the total, it is true. But since I have put AND operator, so let me check that 6 is less than or equal to what is the value of this 10. So basically I have got as 10. So is that less than 10? Yes, it's less than 10, but when I compare these two, true and false gives me false. So I don't have to increase the value. Next I need to check for the next apple. I value has been increased. Now I have increased the value of I. Now I need to check A plus, same condition I need to check A plus apples of I. So I will check A plus apples of I. I am basically checking for this apple. So A plus apples of I, that's 4 plus 4. Is that greater than or equal to 7? Is 8 greater than or equal to 7? Yes, it is equal. Next I need to check whether it's less than, means is it towards this side. How do I check? So A is nothing but 4, apples of 1 is nothing but 8. 8 is less than 10. Yes, it's 10. True and true is result is true. So since result is true, I need to increase the apple count, because you know very well this apple fell over the house. So I'll increase the apple count by 1, and I need to check for next apple. So I hope you guys are actually following how you have to imagine these things and solve step by step. So now again over here, whether it is a positive value or a negative value, you just keep doing addition. Why? Because when you add minus 1, definitely that will go that side. Mathematically that's how it will work. So 3 is what you will get, because 4 plus minus 1 is nothing but 4 minus 1. So 4 minus 1 is nothing but 3. 3 greater than or equal to 7, condition false, and in this case the condition will be true. False and true will actually become false. If it is false, I don't have to increase the value of apple count. Next, the last value, that is 7. So I need to check whether that fell over the house. 4 plus 7, let me check what it is getting. 4 plus 7 is greater than or equal to 7. So yes, it is greater than or equal to 7, so the condition is true in this case. Next, check whether it has fell this side, but you know very well it has fell that side. So how do I check that mathematically? Very simple. A plus 4 plus, so I have got 11 is less than or equal to 10. Condition is false. Since true and false I have got, the final condition is false. Since the final condition is false, I don't have to increase the value of apple count. So now I got to know how many apples fell over the house, and the apple count is 1, and you can clearly see there is only one apple that fell over the house. Now we are done with apples. Now let's go to oranges. So I have all actually reduced the, I have actually shown the oranges as of now. So if you just concentrate on the orange part, don't concentrate on the apples. Now if I take the oranges, so 3 oranges is what I have. I need to traverse this array now. So starting I traverse the apples array, this particular. Next after that I need to traverse this. Now apples was actually located at A. So I wrote A plus. Now orange tree is located where? At B. So I need to write B plus and whatever value is present over here. So B plus oranges of I. So that's what I am writing over here. So B plus oranges of I value is what I have to substitute. So B is nothing but 12. 12 plus oranges of I is nothing but this value. So I need to check whether it is between this house, the same condition. So I'll check whether it is greater than or equal to S and less than or equal to T. So first that's the condition, and after that B plus oranges of same thing I have to write. And is that less than or equal to T value? T value is nothing but 10. So I am checking the same thing over here. Fine. So I need to check the same thing. Whatever I have repeated over there, the same thing I am repeating over here as well. The only change that you are doing is, instead of A writing over here and A writing over here, you are writing B over here. That's all. Because now you are not checking apples, you are checking oranges, and the array is not this, rather it is this. I hope it's clear. Now 12 plus oranges of I, that is nothing but orange of 0. That 12 plus 2 is nothing but 14. Is 14 greater than or equal to yes? Yes, it is greater than or equal to 7. Condition is true. Next, so condition is true. Next I need to check the next condition. So I will check the next condition as well. So this, it's true. I will go to the next condition. 12 plus oranges of I. Oranges of I is nothing but 2. So 12 plus 2 is nothing but again 14. Is 14 less than or equal to 10? Condition is false. So since the condition is false, true and false give me false. If it is false, I don't have to increase the orange count. So I am not increasing the orange count. Next, again the value of I need to check for next orange. So I am increasing the value of I. So after that, I need to check for this condition. So orange of I was nothing but minus 2. So orange had fell towards this side. So 10 is greater than or equal to 7. Yes, it is greater than or equal to 7. Condition is true. Let's go and check over here. So the B value is 12 and the orange of I is nothing but minus 2. So 12 plus minus 2 is nothing but 10. Is 10 less than or equal to 10? So 10 is equal to 10. So it has fell in the edge of the house. Since it has fell at the edge of the house, you have to consider, and the condition is true. True and true, you will get it as true itself. And I need to increase the orange count, and the orange count gets increased by 1. So that's all about this. And I have to increase the value of I. Again, check for the same condition. I am checking the same condition. 12 plus minus 1 is 5. That is false. So you know very well it didn't fall over the house. But let's check the other condition as well. So I am checking the another condition as well. So it's true. False and true is nothing but false. So I am just writing it as false. Sorry. Yeah, writing it as false. Now after all of this, you have traversed this array, traversed this array. So basically what you have to do is, for traversing you need to make use of for loop. You know that very well. Next, while traversing you need to check one condition. What is the condition? This is the condition while traversing oranges array. And while traversing apples array, what was the condition? Only B you need to replace with A. That's all. And if the condition is true, if you are traversing apples array and the condition is true, increase apple count. If you are traversing oranges array and if the condition is true, increase the orange count. So this is all the question. In case if you guys have clearly understood this, just put in the comment saying that you have understood. In case if you have not understood this, say that you have not understood, so that we can come up with a better approach in the upcoming classes. So just I want you guys to just put in the chat over there. And I hope all of you guys are actually excited to write the problem for this particular thing. And this is slightly bigger problem compared to the previous problem. But if you see the code also will be very minimal over here.
Someone will solve it in Java. Understood? Great.
Okay. Fine. So you are saying great, understood, that's great. So someone was saying solve in Java as well. I want you guys to understand the condition, everything remains same in Java. In case if you already know Java, same code you convert back to Java. That's all you have to do. Nothing much is what you have to do. So what I will do is I will take you back to the code editor. So over here I need to write the code. So I will change the language to Python. Java guys and C guys, I am so sorry, but I am explaining all of these things. I want you guys to understand that I can't write code in 3 different languages, but you can write code in 3 different languages because you do have time. And after that, one more thing that I want to understand is the same logic can be followed. If you already know the language, you don't have to even worry about it. So I will just scroll. So some things they have imported in Python, we are not worried about it. This write your code here is HackerRank saying. So I'll write my code there, but let me first leave some lines gap over here. Yeah. So scroll down, scroll up. Over here, let's see. So basically, they have only taken all the inputs. So you can clearly see they have only taken all the inputs. You don't M, N, and Apple, some list, map, input, strip, all of this split, all of these things they have done. So all these things are actually explained in Python in our LMS. So you can always go there, log in, and then learn all of these concepts. And these are very, very interesting concepts in Python. So you make sure that you go and learn these things. And all this that you see in this particular line are also very good interview questions when it comes to face-to-face interview questions. But to go to face-to-face interview questions, first you have to actually clear the problem. So first let's go and clear the problem. So after all of this, they're saying count apples and oranges, and STAB, apples, oranges, and scroll up. So apples and oranges is not returning anything. So basically if I go to this function apples and oranges, so yeah, over here you are not returning anything, then what should you do? You should only print inside this. So yes, you know what it is, T you know what it is, A you know what it is, B you know what is, apple tree, orange tree. Starting of house, ending of house. List of apples, list of oranges. That's all. So first you can traverse either apples or you can traverse either oranges, but before that we need 2 variables to keep track of apple count and keep track of orange count. So I'll keep track of apple count saying apple count. Okay. Apple count is equal to 0. Next, orange count. if you guys want to write in the single line, you can write in the single line as well. Just for better understanding, I am writing in 2 lines. Those who want it in Java, it's very simple. You need to write int, that's all, and 1 semicolon over here. That's all is the difference. So it's almost the same, guys. So I want you guys to just go and implement it over there. But in Python, you just write like this. In JavaScript, if you are writing, you are right to just write like this. In case if C and C++, int and over here semicolon and semicolon is all that was expected. Next, one for loop I need to write. So I'll say for I in. So for I in, there is something called as for each loop in case of Python. It's there in Java as well. So I will just write apples. Now what happens is, yes, put colon, come to next line. Now those who don't know what this loop does, very simple. Apples has so many different values. There will be 4 different values or 3 different values. So every time this loop executes, what happens is the first value will go and sit in the variable I for the first time when the loop executes. Second time when the loop executes, second value will go and sit. Third time when the loop executes, third value will go and sit. Fourth time when the loop executes, fourth value will go and sit. So all that, this is not index, this is the value of this particular list. So one value will be present in every iteration of this particular loop. So what I need to do is very simple thing. So what I will do is I will say a plus. So if condition is what I need to check. Yes, if I will write. And what is the condition? I need to check whether it's between yes and t. So how do I check? Now I am checking for apples. So I need to write a plus. Now the first value of apple will actually come from here and sit in the variable I. So all that I need to do is I know the d value of apple. So what I will say is I will say I. Now is this value between s and t? So is it greater than or equal to s is what I have tried. Greater than or equal to s. Yes, and after that and. In case if you are writing in Java or C or C++, you should have written and symbol twice, but in Python you just need to write and like this. Next, after this, the same thing I need to copy a plus I. So a plus I is the place where the apple fell. Is it less than or equal to the value t? If this condition is true, put 1 colon and come to next line. I need to increase the value of apple count. So apple count I need to increase by 1. You can't write apple count plus plus in case of Python. You need to write apple count is equal to apple count plus 1. Apple count is equal to whatever was the apple count earlier plus 1 is the new apple count that I am updating over here. So 0 plus 1, that's 1 is equal to this. That's all. Now the same thing repeats again and again and again and again. That's it. Now once you come out of this loop, you will whatever value is there in apple count is what is the number of apples. Next again I need to write one more for loop. So what I will do is I will copy this same thing. I will paste it over here. Only small changes I have to do. Now I am not traversing apples, I am traversing oranges, so I will need to oranges. Yes. Now since I am checking for orange, I need to say where the orange tree is located. Orange tree is not located at A, it's located as B, so I'll write B. Same thing, and yes remains same because house will not shift according to orange and apple. House will remain in the same place. Over here I need to write B. Yes, that's all. Next after that I should not increase apple count, rather I need to increase orange count. So I'll say orange count. Yes, same way over here also orange count. That's all guys, this is all the code was. Now all that you need to do is print apple count and then print orange count. So let's come to next line. Come out of the loop. So indentation is very important in case of Python. So let me just write print. So first I need to print apple count. So I'll say apple count. So I just want to know whether they want me to print in the same line or different line. So let me go to the problem and see whether, yeah, they are showing in the two different lines. So I need to go and print in 2 different lines. And one more thing I want you guys to observe over here. So what I will do is first I will print oranges. So let me first print oranges over here. So above this I will write one more print statement. No. Okay. Go print orange count. Okay. So I have printed apple count and orange count. So basically I want you guys to understand the code that I have written is totally correct, but the way you print also makes a difference. So this is where many of you will fail. So when it comes to actually these things, right, you are asking for some tips and tricks and all these things. So it's not just about whether you have written the logic correct or not. After writing the logic, you should see what is that they are expecting. So in case if I run this code, I want you to see a difference. So I'll run this code first. Logic is correct. I hope all of you know. Sample test case pass. So now say me whether all of my test cases will pass or not. If you think that it will pass, say yes. If you think it will fail, you say no in the chat, so that I know how much of you understood it very well. I think the problem is fixed. In case if I'm audible, just put in the chat. So anyways, I think it's already fixed. So yeah, you are saying yes, great. So let's go and submit and check if it's actually passing all the test cases. So I'll click on submit code. Okay, great. Many test cases have failed. Just let me know how many has failed. 9 by 12 test cases failed. Okay, 9 test cases have failed, only 3 has passed. Why? If you ask me, very simple guys, it's saying wrong answer anyways. Let me go to the question once. So output format, wait, this is the place. Print 2 integer value, 2 different lines. The first integer, the number of apples that fall on Sam's house, and the second is number of oranges it falls on Sam's house. So if you see over here, you have written the code completely correct, 100% it's correct. But the only problem you have done is they are asking you to print apples count first, then oranges count. But what you have done in the, I have done my mistake. Purposefully I did this mistake just to show what are the kinds of mistake many of you will do while actually writing. What I actually have done is orange I have printed first and apples I have printed next. So if I just scroll to the code, go back to the code, one simple change, I will just exchange their places. I think if you use that shortcut, okay, fine. Anyways, so let me run now again. Let's check whether it will pass or not. So it's processing, it's passing anyways, earlier also it passed. Now let's click on submit. So it's checking for all test cases and it passed all the test cases now. So if you had observed over here, oh congratulations, great, and I have 70 points, I earned only 10 points, 30 points away. So no problem. So if you guys have actually observed over here, I want you to see the way that I actually solved the problem over here. I read the problem statement, and one thing I want you to understand is problem statement might look very big. I want you guys to have some patience and read all of that problem statements, and once you understand the problem statements, it's very easy, because if you had seen this code, it was 6 lines of code. If you had seen the previous problem of code, somewhere around 5-6 lines, including declaration of variable. So you know how simple code is. The only thing is you take time to understand. So how can you actually solve this? Very simple, guys. Many were asking for tips and tricks and all of those things. See, there are tips and tricks for when it comes to coding and all of these things. So the one tip that I would like to give over here is, now for example, they would give you a very big problem. You just read one sentence in that problem, understand that problem. Think what can be done to solve that particular sentence. Then read another sentence. Some sentence will be useless. You just discard those sentences. So the problem will become smaller. So divide any bigger problem into smallest possible problem. And then you think. First you have to think what are the input that they are given and what is the output that you have to give. So you know how can you take the input, how you can print the output. Next, the in-between part where you are actually writing your code. So wherever you are writing the code, that is where you have to build your logic. So how can you build your logic? Now for example, if I say you have to go from here to USA, how can you go? Now you might say take a flight. So that's a simple answer. But when you break down this particular problem, going from here to USA is a problem. What is the solution? Take a flight. But how do I take a flight? That you need to solve. First I need to book a flight. So that's one step. After booking a flight, just concentrate on booking a flight. So I am actually solving this. This is how you have to solve in coding as well. In booking a flight, what you have to do? You have to search for all the different websites which takes booking. You have to then select the date, select the time, select the flight, then make the payment. So there are different steps in one solution itself. Next go to another, next go to another. Same thing if you follow in case of coding, coding becomes easy. And this will not come when you solve the first problem. I would like to give a simple example over here. Many people who think coding is difficult, coding is difficult, coding is difficult. I am saying coding is easy. Why? Because just think of a simple example. All of you guys know how to walk, but when you tried to walk for the first time when you were a small kid, were you able to walk? No, you started with crawling, then you slowly stood up, then you put your first step, then you put your second step. Many times you fell, but you picked yourself up and then you started walking. So that's how you solve so many coding problems, and if you say it failed, then I can't accept this particular factor. So, is it buffering here as well? No, over there in our system. Oh, it's fine. Okay, fine. Sorry guys, I think there was a technical issue. I'm so sorry for that. Coming back to this particular thing. Coding is easy. What you have to do is pick very easy problems. Start with a very easy problem and then try to solve it. Now when you solve it, you might get some interest. Then you solve another one, solve another one, solve another one. You will start gaining interest, and that's how you improve the coding ability. Now, in case if you want to just clear an interview, I can always give you tips and tricks. But clearing interview is not a big thing. Once you get into the industry, you might get 4 lakhs per annum, 6 lakhs per annum. Do you want to just be in 4 lakhs and 6 lakhs? No. Today industry is paying 12 lakhs, 20 lakhs, 40 lakhs, 80 lakhs, 1 crore for software developers. And this is the reality. If you go to startups, different kinds of startups where the investors, the VCs have come and invested, these developers are paid the highest. There are developers who are paid more than their managers, because manager is a non-technical person and a developer is a technical person. So this is a reality of today. If you know coding, you have a lot of openings for you. And the reality is, in today's world, blockchain is actually booming. There is something called as Web 3. All these years we were using Web 2. Now in case if you put Web 3 as your skill in your resume, or blockchain, if you say that you know blockchain technology, you have a very higher chance of getting placed. Why I am saying this is because Very simple. If you see, no one has experience for 5+ years in blockchain, but blockchain is booming. So even with 1 year, 6 months of experience in blockchain, if you do some projects in blockchain, put that in your GitHub, you will get calls from others. You just have to show to the world that you know blockchain, that's all. So when it comes to this particular industry, that is IT industry, there is a change every day, and if you are ready to take up this change, definitely there is a huge demand for you in this industry, and people will actually get a hike in 100%, 100%, 100% every time. That's the reality of IT industry, and I want all of you guys to actually follow all of these things, whatever I am saying. And one more thing, I just want you guys to say me one thing. What do you think is the primary skill of a software developer? Because all of you are actually aspiring to be a software developer. What is the primary skill of a software developer? Just put in a chat. So let me see, what do you think is a primary skill of a software developer? What is that he should know, or what is the skill that you should have? Fine, you can take a minute and you can answer me over there. So whatever comes to your thought at first, you just answer me over there. What is the primary skill that you think is a software developer should have? That's it. So someone says coding, great, amazing. Next, problem solving, that's great. Yes, this is also a skill. Coding. Anything else? Analyzing, yes, that's great. That's also a primary skill.
Primary skill is completely having programming language.
Having knowing programming knowledge, yes, okay. What are their names?
So Sairaj is saying.
Sairaj is saying, okay. You can read out the new comments.
Kalyani is saying problem solving.
Kalyani says problem solving, okay. Bhavika is saying understanding. Understanding and analyzing, yes, these are all the things that engineers should know. What are we known for? We are known for solving the problems by using some mathematical and physical and all of these things. That's it. Bharat is saying patience. Okay, great, Bharat. Yes, patience is also very much required, because sometimes what happens is you do a simple problem and there will be a small bug and you will be frustrated out of it. Very simple. All that you have to do is take a quick break, refresh yourself, come back, immediately the problem will be solved. That's what happens in majority of the cases. And when you keep on thinking, sometimes you will get some ideas when you are actually taking bath. I think this has happened to many of you who are actually coding, or sometimes even in your sleep. Fine. Trying until the goal is achieved. Okay, fine. So what I think is a primary skill for a software engineer is, yes, all of that you said is right. That is all also considered. Along with that, learning skill is the main thing that a software developer or anyone who wants to sustain and be very good is important. Learning skill, learning new things, that is a skill which is required. Because in IT industry, what technology is there today, tomorrow it won't be there. Tomorrow a far better technology will come out. So you should be ready to learn that. So that learning skill is very much important, and learning is a lifelong thing, and make sure that you cultivate that thing. It's not like once you're done with college, once you're done with project, done with learning. No. You have to keep learning. Those things, learning in college was done when in 1990s, 1980s and before that. That is when people worked in industries. But all of that is replaced with robots, and those are built by humans like you. And that is what you have to do. Learn new things, build new things. Learn new things, build new things. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the session. In case if you have enjoyed the session, it was amazing, just let me know in the comment. Just put amazing in the comment so that I know that you liked it, and that's all I am requesting. And in case if you have not still subscribed to our YouTube channel, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you can actually go and see in this particular channel. You would have seen different videos which has been solved in companies like Google, Microsoft, Amazon. So I can just open and show a few of them. Can you just open and show? Okay, so or you can only go and explore. It's fine, no problem. You can only go and explore. We have solved different problems which are actually taken from our DSA course. And I just wanted to know, like, how many of you are actually attending interviews over here? So if you guys are attending interviews, just let me know, because there is a good news for you guys. In case if you are attending for something like Infosys, those who are attending for Infosys, you can put Infosys. Those who are in case if you are preparing for InfyTQ, which is coming on Feb 6th to Feb 9th, I guess, you can just put InfyTQ over there. If you are actually preparing for Capgemini or TCS or any other, you can just put the name of the company. If you are preparing for all these companies, you can just put all names of all these companies. If you are just registered for InfyTQ, there is a very good news for you guys. So just put InfyTQ over there.
Infosys, I'm attending interviews. Yes, attending Infosys.
Yes, many are saying yes, attending Infosys. Great, great.
Saying Infosys. Shivraj is also saying Infosys.
Shiv Prasad saying Infosys. Yes, great.
Everyone, Mahadev, Capgemini, Infosys.
Okay, great. Many are saying Infosys, InfyTQ. Capgemini also has come, Cognizant and Deloitte. Okay, Deloitte is actually a very good company. Next, anything else? EPAM also is a good company. So I don't see anyone saying, last time I saw one person saying I had attended Google. This time I don't see anyone saying Google, Microsoft, Netflix, Amazon, Facebook and all of these things. Anyways, no problem. But I would expect all of you guys to dream so big, so that at least if you fail, you will at least land up in some other companies with a better package. But if you dream over here, if you fail, you might come over here. But if you dream over here and fail, you will come over here. So I hope you understand the difference. Fine, no problem. So I hope you guys enjoyed the session, and in case if you have not still gone to our LMS and seen the videos, make sure that you go and see the videos. And apart from that, if you have your classmates who are actually looking for learning new things, make sure that you send out all these LMS links, YouTube links, Instagram links, so that they go and learn something new. And I want you guys also to follow, because all that we are doing is putting the learning content that will help you out to get a better job and a better money, so that you can actually live a better lifestyle. Your children can live a better lifestyle. That's all is what I am trying to say over here. Fine guys, I am also tired speaking for continuous 2 hours, so I also would like to take a break. So if you have enjoyed the session, say that you have enjoyed the session, and thank you so much. And if you are asking when is the next session will be in the next week. We will be announcing it in the Telegram group, and you will be receiving a mail as well. And the good news is, next week or the week after that, we are conducting a special session for cracking InfyTQ exam. So that is the good news that I wanted to say. So if you guys are actually interested, make sure that you keep checking your mails, make sure that you keep checking the notifications in the Telegram. We will be announcing about it very soon. And over there we will be solving all the different problems which are solved by Infosys, or which was actually taken from Infosys in the previous years, and all the concepts which are there. And along with all of this, we will be giving access to those contents whichever Infosys asks in our LMS to you guys. So that's the good news that I wanted to say. So when are we launching this? We will let you know through mail and through Telegram. So make sure that you follow us over there. Even in Instagram we'll be announcing. So just make sure that you go and follow us on Instagram, so that you get a complete clarity, or whenever it's announced, you don't miss it out. So that's all guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day and have a good weekend. Enjoy your weekend. At the same time, make sure that you are studying. I will see you in the next week. Thank you so much.